Are you ready to stop the self-sabotage and create the life you desire? Well, in order for that to happen, you need to break free from the bad beliefs that are holding your success hostage. You need to optimize the stress by turning it into extra energy for success. And those hurtful habits? Well, we need to give that pain a purpose for progress. Welcome to Stop the Self-Sabotage and Create the Life You Desire podcast. What's your code? What is your signal to those around you that says, hey, I need some help here? Mine is for those that are closest to me. If we're out and about and they ever see me take a step back, that's their cue that they better take a step up, because there is something that has caused me not to feel safe, and I need to have them there for me. Now, there was a time when I didn't need that because I was hypervigilant. It's known as cognitive bias. You've probably heard it, where you'll find what you're looking for. Well, I was hypervigilant for everything that was going to either cause me pain or be a threat to me. And because the subconscious was running that pattern, and the subconscious does not think that it is a success until it can physically manifest the thoughts and emotions that you're having, well, it wreaked havoc on my body. My adrenal glands were turned on 24/7. And there was actually a medical condition that I had that was worsening because I was constantly looking for pain and for threats. Now, what about you? Let's make this all about you, because I know that you experienced something in your life that you could not cope with that caused an imprint. Potentially an aspect of your personality was then formed around that imprint, and it keeps getting triggered and trying to get your needs met, but in a way that is dysfunctional and leads to self-sabotage. So your RAS, your reticular activating system, is consistently looking for what's going to cause you pain and what's going to be a threat to you. Why? Because someone else did that. It could have been something as simple as being in school and not being invited to a birthday party. And now every time somebody is having a party at work, you go into a state of anxiety, fear, depression. You're sure that you're not going to be invited. Or if you are, you'll hang around on the edges of it and you won't enjoy yourself, because your RAS can't settle to find what you value in the situation and what's unique and brilliant about you. Your RAS, your reticular activating system, is on 24/7, and it is the go-between on your conscious mind, which makes decisions, and your subconscious mind, which runs the habits and patterns to fulfill those decisions. Now, just because you make a conscious decision to be healthy and to live a life of your desires, if the subconscious doesn't have the habits and patterns to meet that decision in a healthy, functional way, it's going to fuck you up with dysfunction. It's going to make the decision happen. It's just not going to lead to a quality life because of the RAS. And the RAS has to feel safe. It has to be able to minimize pain and threats before it can move into what you value and what's brilliant about you and how you're going to bring that brilliance to the situation. So to go back to what I started with, whenever I said I didn't have to have people around me step up for me, because my warrior was on 24/7. I was always ready for a fight. I was always ready to battle my way to the top. And I had great levels of success. I was actually in corporate at the time, running probably 8 to 10 different divisions. But there's always a price to be paid for success. And I was paying the price physically. I was killing my body. And it wasn't long before I started experiencing those side effects that were going to lead to much greater challenges. That's how I found hypnosis and was able to begin to minimize being hypervigilant. And now, like I said, if I'm out and about and those close to me that are with me see me take a step back, they know to step up, because there was somebody who created this original pain and threat, which means I need to have relationships there that show me I can turn that down. Now, if I'm by myself, oh, you better believe my inner warrior is coming out of the shadows and she's going, we're going to throw down right here and right now. I'm going to take care of this. But she no longer has to be on 24/7. So what about you? You need to be with someone where you can tell your story. Now, here's where people will make a mistake. They will tell their story again and again of how somebody else inflicted pain on them and that they were under threat. And it just continues to re-traumatize them, because you're not just supposed to tell your story. You're supposed to tell your story to be vulnerable with the person you're telling it with. And notice how you can be vulnerable without being wounded. I happen to be dating an incredible man right now that is showing me that I can be very feminine and I can be very safe with him, both at the same time. But it's been a learning journey for both of us on this. And I couldn't do it with him until I did it with my own mentor. So you want to be able to be vulnerable with someone without being wounded, and then become aware of that. Notice that you are secure. Notice that you can have certainty in your relationships, because then you can be able to what's known as expand the unit, which is expanding your level of growth to include other relationships. This is what I do for you whenever we work together in an all-access pass, to where I share with you how you can tell me your story, and we're going to make it okay. We're actually going to find ways to add on to that story in a way that's going to bring you out at your best on what you value. All right. So you'll find what you're looking for. You're either going to find the pain and the threat, or you're going to be able to turn those down, and you're going to find what you value in life and how to bring your own unique brilliance to what you value, to that experience, and turn it on even brighter. Let's have a conversation to see if I can assist you with this. 1-636-699-7791. You can call me or text me and let me know that you want an all-access pass consult, because I'm offering a special on it this month, and I'll tell you all about that. Or you can go to canhypnosishelpyou.com or dawnlandrum.com and sign up for a consult that way. But it's time for you to discover what is brilliant about you, and you'll never be able to do that when you're living under the shadow of what might hurt you next. It's time for you to turn on your brilliance even brighter. I'm here to help you with that.